Summer TV. What's going on, guys? This week we're in a training camp. Big guy. After last week, how you feel?
Better.
Better than last week.
Much better.
Okay. So this week we're in a training camp with some Puerto Ricans. They're here for a week before the tournament this weekend. So we're going to be joining their training camp, and it is such a huge difference. A huge difference in these kids and kids locally, kids from Jamaica. When I say there's a difference in these kids and Jamaican kids, it's not a matter of talent or skill. It is their dedication and their mindset towards the game. These kids train like pros. The kids are all very professional, but their organization is also professional. They ensure that these kids are given the equipment that they need before they start playing. These kids come to this training camp for 1 week to compete on the weekend, and they all get brand new rackets to start. I'll show you. Look at the difference between one of these kids' rackets. Focus, please. Properly cut, brand new rubbers. Now look at Kane's racket. Huge difference. The difference between their organization is huge. I mean, come on, look at Kane's racket. This is the racket that he's expected to play with and compete with when these kids, 15, 16 years old, are given brand new equipment to start their competition with. That's ridiculous. How do you feel with our new practice partners for the week? Kids can play.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Kids can play.
They have different styles. These kids don't get tired. Keep the ball on the table.
So then what's the difference between these kids and the Jamaican kids?
These kids are invested. These kids want to play.
These kids care about what they're doing, for sure.
They're fully invested.
And you realize even the girls who play against the girls in practice, the girls, we don't need to pull punches with the girls. We can play with the girls like normal. So actually most of those girls are better training partners than half of the guys in Jamaica.
They keep on the ball more. Invested, that's the word, invested.
Invested.
Yeah.
And they're invested in as well.
So it goes both ways.
It's a difference. Let me make sure I mention that I'm not bashing our kids in Jamaica. Our kids in Jamaica have the talent necessary to do all these things. But the approach that's taken with these kids, the approach in these kids' mindset is very different. These kids are training to be professional. Our kids, they haven't seen that. These kids grow up in Puerto Rico where they have players like Hector Berrios, Brian Afanador, Daniel Gonzalez, Adriana Diaz, Melanie Diaz. All those players are professional players. So these kids grow up seeing professional players. Our Jamaican kids haven't seen that. Sure, you have Kane and myself that we do what we can do, but it's different when you have a culture around a sport. And these kids have that. Our kids don't have that. The mindset with these kids is that of getting to a higher level, a different level. We need to get there. If we can get there, I have no doubt that we'll be able to compete with these kids. But as it stands now, we're not there yet.
These kids don't take breaks. These kids play for years and years. See them 1 year, can barely hold the racket. Next year, improve. Next year, improve.
The smallest kid, Steven, he's only been playing for 3 years. 3 years, and that kid can win a set from me. And he's, how much? 12? 12, maybe 11, 12. Ridiculous. Different mindset. We're talking about difference. We just finished 3 hours of practice, and look at this.